Hello, hello everybody. Hello. Hold on, I'm still setting some things up. How is everybody? Hi Zerklo. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I have to like apologize for being absent the last couple of days. The only thing I can say to like excuse myself is just that like I was dealing with very, very heavy depression and anxiety stuff. I feel like everybody has to deal with something like this, like, you know, at least once during their life, but yeah. But yes, hello you guys. How is everybody? I do plan on getting caught up with the Hildebrand quests today. Sorry, I'm still adjusting my mic. I had to deal with like trying to figure out my PlayStation wiring for my capture card. Doing well, but yeah, life gets tough. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it was. It was pretty much me, like, at the beginning of the year, like, the first day of the year, I pretty much was, like, looking forward to what was coming, you know, with this year. And I was, like, super pumped to, like, do things to get ready for, you know, the coming year. And then I started, like, getting carried away thinking about last year. And I also, hold on. Let me pin this real quick. Oh, it won't let me pin it. Hold on. It won't let me pin it. There we go. But yeah, I pretty much got carried away in like thinking about the last year and then getting a little bit disappointed in what I did and didn't like accomplish last year. And then I felt very overwhelmed with the amount of things that I wanted to do and get done this year, and you know, the amount of things that were, I don't know, like weighing on me to have to get done this year. So long story short, it basically just made me like very, very depressed and emotional. I didn't really think I was in a good attitude to be streaming, so I didn't. I canceled the streams, which I apologize for. But we're back up on our feet. So I'm wanting to do the Final Fantasy XIV event. I'm not sure when we're gonna be doing it though. I know I have to do it before the 15th. Which ironically enough is my birthday. So I have that to look forward to this month too. But yeah, we can go ahead and get started. Hold on one second. Also, I apologize if I end up sounding like I'm like yelling during this stream because I can't hear how loud my voice is. Because my headphones are plugged into the capture card and not my microphone. My microphone is plugged into my computer, so I can't hear my microphone through my capture card. Because I don't think that the audio follows. I don't like. I'll have to monkey with it down the line, but all I know is that I'm not able to hear myself with the capture card. Unless I plug my microphone directly into the capture card, but I don't have an auxiliary cord for that for my mic, so. Oh yes, Delian. I remember this guy. By agents unknown, Delian is trembling with barely contained enthusiasm. This guy was great, because he was like onto something, but also not onto something. Kaoru, eager to resume our investigations? I know I am. Do you recall that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Well, Inspector Brandyhild has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage of the greater whole, and he has concluded that the vessel would be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. Our most likely scenario, then, is that some unknown agent made with the starship wreckage, along with Poo-Poo's acquaintance. Huh. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, that is a singularly shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extras. Is he gonna say Charlian? Extraterrestrial activity. Actually, let's head over to Kama first. The inspector and the others are staying in a dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. I have a feeling he's gonna say Charlian. It's either gonna be Charlian or the moon. I think I have my, do I have it turned off? Pretty sure I have it turned off. I do, okay. I was like worrying that I had my, my auto advance on. 'Tis horrible misfortune, Kaoru. Calamitous? Calamitous even. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill. Oh no! He's so bluish green. More so, I mean. Could he have caught a cold? I suppose it was quite chilly up there in Garlemald. Poo-Poo is an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? This is an interesting crew. No, I don't think we need these right now, Nashu. Nashu's delight are the best medicine for whatever ails you. As the inspector himself can attest, yes, let's just blow him up. Good God, Nashu. You blew our host's domicile to pieces. Put them away. She was only trying to help. if I may. When I was cloned from the inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the starship's archives. This information included an encyclopedia understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. A xenoman hybrid mind. That explains the impossible calculations. Is he gonna go into his mind palace again? Yeah. I was gonna say something and then the music caught me off guard. I was gonna say there's that character in My Hero Academia that like gets smarter whenever she drinks tea, which was her quirk. And that's kind of what that reminds me of. I have it. Master Poo-Poo is afflicted by a terrible case of the common cold. Seems based. God's grant me strength. As a visitor to Atheris, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our melodies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection, and more likely to experience severe symptoms. That makes a lot of sense. Aha! 'Tis just as I surmised. You know, he did say maybe he had a cold. We must put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. But even if it is a common cold, isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the results of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need to— sorry, I'm so sorry if you heard that. My throat made a funny noise. We need but gather the ingredients. The ingredients you shall have. So, what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poo-Poo's collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. The first of these is liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the cachapas? One of the cachapa? Which wander Saltwind welcome. Ah, the slaughtering of a monstrous opponent. That sounds like a job for Kaoru. Sure, I'll go kill some turtles for you. The other material is in question is a rare fungus known as Dampshroom, which I am hoping can be found among the great works. Extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well. Nashu, Delian, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Brandyhild, you're such an expert at all things Stavnir. Oh, I wouldn't say expert. Some simple conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. As I said, I'm hoping the alchemists have the damp shroom we need, but it is really quite rare. Once you have the tortoise liver, I can't talk today. English is so hard today. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Then let us not prolong Master Poo Poo's suffering a moment longer. Seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. I love that this guy seems like he's just being pulled along with us. Alright, I have to go kill a big turtle. I really needed to get this done though, because I need to get the new weapons that you get from doing the Hildebrand quests. I wish it was for the intriguing story, but giant turtle. Yay. Whee! Ah, Kaoru. I'd every confidence you would bring us a suitable liver. Alas, the dank shroom. Is it dank shroom and not dark shroom? Oh. I've been calling it dark shroom this entire time. It's dank shroom. That's such a funny name. The dank shroom yet eludes us. The alchemist said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. Then I must put my keen inspector sense to work. Stand back whilst I tune myself with the essence of the dank. The essence of the dank. What? Oh, so it is damp shroom. Have I been calling it dark shroom and not damp shroom? It's fine. None of us know what it is, okay? It's fine. It's a mushroom that starts with D. That doesn't sound right at all either. Ah. Damp. The word is damp shroom. And you'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. Moist shroom? Yeah, it's a mushroom that yeah. 'Tis close, my friends, and getting closer and closer even as we speak. Does this guy look trustworthy to you? His name is Trustworthy Trader, but the look at his Why though? I hear you folk are in the market for damn shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. But how? I wonder. We certainly are, my fine fellow. Right then. If you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction up on the perfumed rice. Was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. Though in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildebrand, preternatural perception is one of the least baffling talents. Just don't question it, my dude. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. I don't know. Zorglo, did you turn yourself into a mushroom? Oh. Like in the middle of nowhere? Your Zork room. Zork shroom. My brain stroked out for a second. Ah, you're here. Good, good. And here is the damp shroom, as promised. Oh-ho! Glad we are for your assistance. Ah-ta-ta, not so fast. There's still the matter of payment. Of course, of course. And how much do we owe you, my good man? It's gonna be unreasonably priced. Like when we first got to Thavnir. 1 million Really? For a mushroom? Considering the extremely rarity of the fungus in question, I couldn't let it go for less than 1 million gil. I mean, I have enough for it, and I'm pretty sure that Hildebrand would probably have enough, but that's such a rip-off, man. That's outrageous. That's outright robbery. A bargain, I counter. You'd pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need. But I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. Ah, this is how they tried to get a Stinian. Nashu, how fare we for corn? We're plumb out, Inspector. Oh my gosh, they're broke! Hildebrand, how are you broke? Your parents are so freaking wealthy. How are you broke? Ah, then this is a prickly pickle. Where are we to obtain sufficient funds at such short notice? I mean, I could pay for it, but they're never gonna let your character pay for things like this. We're always gonna have to find some other way to pay for it. Wait, why are you looking at me? A million was it? I have an orchestrated role. What? The fourth wall breaking kind of thing. I don't. That's so crazy. And it's Return to Oblivion, which is like one of my favorite freaking orchestrion roles too. Oh my god. Wow. The meta humor. Let's just go with this one. A million was it? I have enough money to pay for it. But of course, like I said, they're never gonna let us pay. Kaoru, our savior in every sense of the word. Give that man nothing. Who? Who are you? Oh, is it? Oh, I thought that was one of our friends from the Radiant Host. I mean, they're from the Radiant Host, but I thought it was the guy that we actually knew. We have you now, deceitful scum. Your swindling days are over. Well. Rajahan City Guard at your service. We'd received reports of this man's questionable activities and have been keeping a close eye on him ever since. Same shroom is a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure. But only because there's no real demand for it. The price this charlatan quoted you was, quite frankly, ludicrous. I mean, I can still pay for the 1 million. But thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character. Oh, do I have to be associated with Hildebrand in this light? But thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you are welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. So we got it anyways. Yes, very much so. That is very, magnanimous. Magnanimous? Magnanimous? Did I say it right? That's very, magnanimous of you. I'm not even gonna try to attempt it again. Ah. You think I enjoy tricking fools out of their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. He blames a rising star among the merchant princes for his woes. Vanuti, I believe his name is, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy. Put a lot of people out of work. Ah. Vanuti. Vanuti. I know that name. Something about an acquisitions deal gone sour. Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Hanish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family's business in its entirety. What? The man tried to buy all of Hildebrand's parents' what? Really? Truly, there's no telling how deep the coffers of this Vanuti are. Nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such kingly wealth so damnably fast. There are whispers, though, that he solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary problems, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Oh. I feel like that could do it. He got tips from Edward Alric. Unlikely, to say the least, but whatever the source of Anudi's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He's bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh? I would kill for that kind of money. Core! That swindling case had barely started before you solved it, Inspector. Nashi is like the ultimate hype man. I love her. Ah. Ha ha ha. All in today's work, my dear Nashi. I believe our business upon this scented hill is... this scented hill is concluded. Let us hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Brandyhilt, shall we? Who are you? Oh. You again! I always forget how to say his name. Is it Lu J or Lu Gay? I think it's Lu J. Oh, I have to pull out the villain voice. I don't wanna. I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of divine manifestation, but the stench of failure yet clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. Oh. Hey. Alright, back to Ratzahan. Cold water. Villain Kaoru voice? No, it's so cringe. It's such a cringy voice, I hate it. Vibin'. Sir? 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 Inspector Hildebrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his damn shroom. You mean his dank shroom? Fine specimen, thank you. I will be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let us convey to Master Poo Poo outside that we may administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. I have a feeling some fuckery is gonna happen. I'm just looking forward to it. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us and we can commence with the treatment. By surprise. Oh my gosh. My tracking couldn't keep up with me. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. Look at him in the back. He's not even trying to hide anymore. He's just in full view. Okay. Master Poo Poo recovered his strength in mere moments. Between his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology. I came here from another world. A stranger you've no cause to trust. And yet, you've treated me so kindly. The people of the star are so welcoming. Ha! You are our dear friend now, Master Poo Poo. 'Tis our pleasure to help. I don't know why this is so funny to me. And it will be my pleasure to harm. I will not fall for the same trick twice. No. Oh, he scorpioned. Oh. What are we watching? Fairy godparents. What is happening here? What am I even looking at? Impudent worms taste my power. Oh my god. What are we doing here? Oh no! She missed. No. Oh? Oh, is it the volleyball? Not again! What did I just watch? He just walks away. Get them in the NBA. I thought it would be like a volleyball thing like they did with the last time, but nah, I guess this time we just completely slam dunked it. There's a lot of traveling though. Now, I didn't see one dribble. He took the full force of that destructive beam. Yet there you stand. Somewhat singed, but apparently unharmed. Look, he's gonna have to learn eventually that when it comes down to Hildebrands, there is no sense of logic. None whatsoever. I've pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours, and feel compelled to ask. I think Hildy is dribbling on the ground now. I mean, yeah, you know what? We can make that count. Now this guy is wondering if Hildebrand is an alien. Are you an alien? A fine jest, but I assure you, I am without a doubt an Uldon-born Minderville of terrestrial or Hurrian stock. He's Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? Where to even begin? But never mind. We have more pressing matters. Such as locating Master Poo-Poo's missing comrade. Tis time we reopened the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly. And I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the wreckage in its erstwhile pilot. The shark. I am so done with this guy. I am so done with this guy. He just thinks the Charlians are behind everything. Oh my gosh. Look, as someone who likes Charlene, and my, you know, canon is that my character is from Charlene, I find offense. Though, okay, to his defense, they were trying to go to the moon. So I'm almost certain they've allied with insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. He's halfway right, but also halfway wrong. I wager we'll find what we're looking for in Old Charlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. Good luck getting there. The Charlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less... and Lombrits don't count. Trust me, they'd sooner flee the star than attempt to subjugate it. I mean... both of them are correct. We'll say this one. Well, Master Delian's theory does lack supporting facts. We have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Charlene sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Maybe their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. Oh no, we're really dragging Charlene into the Hildebrand quests. Oh, what did they do to deserve this? They didn't do anything to deserve this. I've spoken out of turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness. That word contained like half of the alphabet. Nay, my friend, I too sense our path points to the Isle of Archons. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Charlene immediately. What did Charlene do to deserve Hildebrand coming to their home, their place? Oh. You know, at one point I thought I knew where the Hildebrand quests would go. And time again, they just proved that I am completely wrong and incorrect. I highly doubt anybody will know where the Hildebrand quest will take us. Oh no, and we get a gift. Not from around here. Hildebrand is keen to embark on the next leg of your investigation. Charlene awaits. We need only charter a suitable sea vessel. Of course, but does not the city lie many days' sail to the north? Is there no swifter means of reaching our destination? You can eat right there. So this experimental aetheryte will allow us to teleport thither, even absent attunement. Splendid. Then we shall avail ourselves of the technological marvel forthwith. Oh no. Oh no. This can only go badly. They're all gonna get ether sickness. I kind of want to be there to see that. It was the funniest shit when it first happened in the game. Oh, this poor man. Everybody seems fine except for him. So this is the city of learning. A sophisticated gentleman should feel right at home here. Ugh. How are you not all sick to your stomachs? Experimental etherites may travel exponentially more fun. Yes, Nashu. Sometimes I feel as though I am the only normal person in this group of centrics. That is a very based take. But this is not the time to succumb to nausea. Not here, in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it, the Charlian secret agents travel the star in search of specimens. Are you talking about gleaners? Which they collect and bring home in service to a confidential research project. Said project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. Again, he gets like half right and then half wrong. If we're to find answers, that's where we need to look. You mean gleaners? These gleaner chaps sound like they might know a thing or two. I said we pay them a visit in their little underground base. We simply take a lift from the Hall of Artifice, right? Sorry. We simply take a lift from the Hall of Artifice, yes? Then let us be on our way. Are we just completely forgetting that we need to be authorized to go down there? Wait, where are we going? Ah, there must be the lifts in question. We're definitely not authorized to go down there, guys. Do you wish to descend into Labyrinthos, madam? Wait, did I read that correctly? Isn't it we wish to... Oh, my brain is turning into mush right now. No, I read that correctly. Okay. My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure the proper permissions before we can allow them to entrance. If it is assurances you need, then surely a single glance at A glance is all you require to judge us trustworthy. No, no. No, we're all pretty sus. I think I'm the only one anybody ever know. Oh, what? I could certainly make some judgments, but that is neither here nor there. Admission to Labyrinthos is subject to foreign policy. You're the ones who should be judged. I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it, dude. How about not? Xenotechnology? I sincerely have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again our paths crossed in this serendipitous fashion. Who? Ah. What are you doing here? Father, what business brings you to Charlian? Hi, John. Welcome to this glorious mess that is Hildebrand. It gets very, very weird here. I am in search of a certain object, one crucial to the continued refinement of the Manderville weaponry. My investigations lead me to believe it is to be found here in Labyrinthos. And as you also seem to have business down below. This is my son and his bosom companions. If I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift? Happy New Year, John! Yeah, I didn't stream the last few days. Yeah, I didn't stream the last few days. I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I ended up skipping a couple days of stream, but we're gonna get back on the schedule. How was New Year for you? I hope it was good. Ah, Master Godbert Manderville. The forum sent word of your impending arrival. As a member of the syndicate, your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to 5 members. Reconsider their permissions arranged. I know not your current mission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archean. Yeah, but there's 6 of us. The stalker can't follow us. We'll have some sanctuary from the stalker. All right. Where is Aaronville? He's not down here. I didn't think he'd be down here. I didn't really spend a lot of time down here. Your neck is in pain? Aww. Well, that sucks. I definitely can relate though, because I've been having a lot of pain in my like in my back recently. From what Father tells me, the storage facility is replete with samples and specimens collected from every land on Etheris. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashed starships, it will be these studious folk. Oh no, what did Charlie do to deserve this? Oh, it's the snitch! A shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, but we have no record of any such object in our archives, either whole or in part. Oh, so you would or so you would have us believe. But the purpose of this complex, this military fortress, is plain. You cannot deny that you're conducting secret research on alien spaceships. That's not what this is for, my dude. We are not conducting such secret research on alien spaceships. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Themazine. Trying to remember, I think that's how you said it. Themazine? But it was neither for military purposes nor for extraterrestrial or of extraterrestrial origin. This guy just doesn't quit. Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine. I'll dig up the facts myself, and then everyone will hear what you're really up to. The guy just shrugs it off. Well, I cannot assist you with this missing craft. I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance of your companion here. You do? But where was this, pray tell? At Merrill Agronomics in the medical circuit. The lift at the back of the building will take you down there. Many thanks, my good man. Oh, what are we doing here? Well, it seems you've found yourselves a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I shall bid you good hunting and good day. Bye, Godbert. It was nice having you. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the agent of inquiry and friends is in order. To Morello Agronomics we go. I wonder... Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the Mandragoras hereabouts. But if, as you say, it's something else you are after, then I'm not sure I can be of much help. I've only just started working here, so you may have more luck asking the older hands. I love this song, it's so cute. They fixed the grapes. Ah, you must be talking about one of those new Mandragora strains. We whipped up a batch of bright blue stray onions, but I'm afraid they started to get to rot almost immediately. Not a mandra, you say? Well, the only other bluish things I can think of around here are the grapes. Look at how luscious this crop turned out. Not at all. Not at all. Freaking crystal looking. Like when the expansion came out. Unfortunate. Yes, the little blue man. Saw him with my own 2 eyes, I did. And it was no mandragora. A gleaner in the company of an outside visitor passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there, only this, friend you described was scuttling along with them. I know not what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long. Oh. Wonderful. That corroborates the information I but moments ago skillfully squirreled out of this farmer. She claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question, in fact. And will bring him to talk to us shortly. It better not be Aaronville. If it's Aaronville, I'm gonna lose my shit. Let's round up the others. We should be all present to hear what revelations this professional collector has to share. If it's Aaronville, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. No? Okay, good. You're the folk asking about the little blue man, yes? Oh. And you've brought someone who's practically identical. You must be the same species, surely. My friend was really here then. They certainly were. If you have a moment or 3, I'll tell you the whole tale. To begin at the beginning, I was in Thavnir on a procurement mission when I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As I mentioned, the companion was almost your twin in appearance, and the wagon they rode upon bore a damaged vessel, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Could it be? As a collector by trade, I have a certain weakness for oddities. Thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire after his company and his cargo. The man was only too happy to share his story. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into the war-torn lands of Garlemald to sell his wares, reasoning that where there was conflict, there would be need of medicinal goods. Hold on, this is throwing me off. Alright. The state of affairs was rather more volatile than he'd anticipated, however, and he was soon forced to abandon his venture. And so the apothecary began his long trek home, only to shortly thereafter discover a strange silvery ship and its shaking pilot. Crash landed in a snowfield. It cannot be a coincidence. The story continues. After extricating the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, he brought them home to Razahan. His guests wished to make repairs to the craft. Yet even among the wonders of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring their wreckage itself to Labyrinthos, and after they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, then the Thalmazine engineers who who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding its technology impossible to comprehend. let alone replicate. The little blue fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics, while the engineers followed these step-by-steps to craft the essential bits and bobs. The apothecary and his companion were waiting here at Meral. Huh. And then what happened? Well, once our industrious visitor had what they need, they repaired the vessel in a twinkling. The pair then departed almost immediately, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I'm told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineer's services, but being typical Charlians, I wagered they would have happily forfeited the coin for a chance to purr over every square ilm of that ship. No, I'm no scientist, but I'm beginning to think such an incredible vessel must have been some kind of star-faring craft. And this little blue man, well, must have been an alien from another world. This guy and Delian would get along pretty well. Or so I'd like to believe. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnir Truth. There you go. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnirian Truth, you see, and love to entertain the idea of entertain these idle flights of fancy. But I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. Can it be true? I have a readership in Charlian? So they're no longer bad guys? Perhaps I've misjudged these people. Perhaps you have. Only halfway, though. 'Twould seem your comrade is hale and healthy, Master Poo-Poo, and in the company of a Hanish alchemist of undisclosed description. Yes, this is wonderful news. I'm grateful indeed that we made the journey. I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let's return to Razahan and continue to search. Stretch. Great. Back to Razahan. Did I go to the right place? Oh, yes, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I guess I might have missed them. Oh, they're over here. We're never gonna be safe from the stalker. To summarize our findings, we now know Master Poo-Poo's friend is safe and in the company of a honest gentleman. And possibly here on this very isle. Oh-ho! That does sound promising. Father, you've returned to the city. I trust this means that your investigation was successful? That it was. Along laying hands on the object of my desire has been a long and frustrating ordeal, to say the least. Such painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Manderville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet though I turned our ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. Ah. The reason for its absence became clear when I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. He wrote of a missing scholar's keen interest in the relic, and how he thus surrendered it into Charlene's safekeeping for study. Surrendered, not sundered. My brain is just replacing words at this point. The trail led me to Labyrinthos. As it turns out, the Charlenes never did find time to conduct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in a dusty corner of the Archean, still waiting processing. A very odd-looking thing. And here it is, an oddity every bit as perplexing as Godbrand's cipher-bound manual. How are we to deliberate its hidden wisdom? Oh, does he know how to? Oh, I can help you with that. These devices were made by Mandervillian. Are we hinting at the fact that Hildebrand's family are all just aliens? So Delian was right? My brain's trying to comprehend and process. These devices were made by the Mandervillians, a starfaring race with whom we were once traded. Starfaring? Mandervillians? Yes, a highly evolved species with a mastery of advanced technologies. Our people shared ideas and inventions, so I am quite familiar with your family's relic. If you so wish, I can have the device project whatever images are stored upon it. A darkened room would afford us the clearest view, however. Then let us retire to our rooms in Kama and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in optimal conditions. Mandervillians. A coincidental naming, or is there some deeper connection? Y'alls are from aliens. Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us. What are we gonna be seeing? What are we gonna watch? What? I lost tracking because I literally like put my head past my microphone. Godbert like gentleman. I am Godbrand, wanderer of stars and weaponsmith extraordinaire. First Lord of House Manderville. This is the Godbrand? Our founding father? Record this message that my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. The tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. They're aliens! Heirs of mine, I am not a man born of the star, or even a man at all. I am one of the Mandervillians, a race which hails from the far side of the great expanse. So Delian was right? What is even happening in this game anymore? What? Mandervillians are parasitic symbiotes. Oh. We can only survive by bonding with other life forms. Once our essence has taken root, we supplant the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with a steel-like resilience. I knew there was something alien about this impossible imperviousness. Then, through the conjoining of compatible host bodies, we produce offspring, which harbored the next generation of Mandervillians. This symbiotic variant eventually takes to the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was that our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. What are we even watching anymore? Until, tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Every planet upon which we Mandervillians resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were brought to ruins by life forms suddenly twisted by horrific nightmares. Oh, so the final days affected it. Huh. That sounds rather familiar. So, even stars far removed in space and time were ravaged by the final days. Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded a ship and fled upwards into the starry night. We flew, and flew until we found a planet, your planet, untouched by the phenomena. But the rigors of the journey had so damaged our craft that we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death. And even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, Mandavillians do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, this sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. Ah. He was himself afflicted by an incurable malady, and with little time left to live, seemed content to know that his alien body could provide safe haven for another. Ah. The pose. And with his blessing, I set about transferring my essence. The man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty. Yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. I went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. I wed a local lass, and together we had a child. Although not pure Mandavillian, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology. A boon, I suspect, shall be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Manderville. Oh, what even is this game anymore? My dear descendants, the folk of this star are most fragile. Yet, as this first man I encountered did demonstrate, they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. They just pop up for a second and leave! As the last of Mandavillians, I have but one request to make of you. Pray employ your superlative attributes and my armory of Manderville armaments for the benefit of those wonderful peoples whom I will hold in the highest regard. I can't even like process anything anymore. I'm reading things that aren't even there. Like, I just... Well, that was an adventure and a half. Give me a second. Okay. What an astounding development. I wondered what the water sound was. I, Hildebrand, Hildebrand Maximilian Manderville, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebearer. Absolutely flabbergasted, yeah. I can't say I'm surprised anymore, but also, what the actual fuck? Like, what the heck? Oh, hold on 1 second. You got stuck in my little, my box. Wee! Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you that far. No case is too big nor too small. Should it be in service of my fellow man? He learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being, and it's still business as usual? What were you expecting, Delian? But, wait a minute. Then why is Lady Julian so monstrously strong? Is she a descendant of aliens too? That's a good question. Well, this is most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. But I do wonder if that self-same blood still runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced at some years ago suggests that... But 'tis unimportant. If you say it like that, it makes me sound like it might be important somehow. My present purpose remains unchanged. I will bring our Manderville weaponry to the peak of perfection. For Godbrand, and for the good of the star. Before I forget, I have a gift for you, Kaoru. Pray await me at the Aetheryte Plaza, and I shall bring it to you forthwith. What are we even what are we even playing anymore? This doesn't feel like the same game. Some truths can shatter foundations of our belief when brought to light, but I have to say, this wasn't one of them. The more staggering discovery was that I have devoted readers in Charlian. Those who peruse my publication are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deceit, without exception. This guy. I have misjudged the Charlian people. They're not collaborators or architects of conspiracy. They're but seekers of knowledge, unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. Okay, look, you were half right, but very, very half wrong. That Master Poo-Poo, though. That one still has ulterior motives. I bet my life on it. Stand ready, and we shall have need of your strength when he shows his true colors. This guy doesn't stop, does he? I hope you've not been waiting long. This is the gift I mentioned. Oh, we got our own little minion! Our little minion of Poo-Poo! Master Poo-Poo's earnest quest inspired me to indulge in a spot of clockwork craftsmanship between weaponsmithing sessions. I thought it only fitting that you be the one to care for this diminutive simulacrum. Consider it a memento of your adventures together. Yay! I have a Master Poo-Poo! And as for our Manderville weaponry project, I believe my ancestor's artifact has unlocked the door to the next stage of improvements. Should you find time to offer your assistance, announce yourself to Master Geralt, and I shall endeavor to join you with utmost celerity? How do you say that? Celerity? It looks like celery, okay? But with like an INT. Until then, my dear Kaoru. Oh, we get a cutscene? Meanwhile, elsewhere in Thavnir. I forgot to turn my PlayStation fan on. Whoops. I was wondering why I could hear it. Lord Venuti, I come with ill tidings. Professor Lugay... I said Lugay instead of Lujay. Professor Lujay set an ambush for his nemesis, but was once more defeated. His current whereabouts are unclear. That blithering dolt. It's making copies of him? Okay, real talk, who would ever want to clone themselves? That's just like asking for you to be like tripping or going through some sort of existential crisis. Because if you clone yourself, like, I couldn't even fathom the experience. No matter, preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned. On the next. Whoa, what is that big thing? Oh, it's just another airship. Okay. Whoa. Why do you have so many of yourself, dude? That's a little... That's very weird. I can't even anymore. Alright, so the one thing I do have to do is I have to get the new weapon. So we may as well do that while we're here, like while we're here. Vibin'. Ralt seems even less enthused to see you than usual. Huh. Oh, it's you. What's with the attitude, my guy? I suppose that bespectacled fop did mention he'd made some kind of breakthrough and needed to round up the usual suspects. Oh. Was the Oasis room? I shall inform his lordship of your arrival. Kaoru, welcome, welcome. I do hope you are prepared for another spot of modest labor, for I have plucked a new weaponsmithing secret from the depths of my family's extraordinary heirloom. As for why Godbrain abandoned his ciphered journals, 'twould seem he desired the greater security afforded by the relic's recording apparatus. That he so feared his knowledge falling into wicked hands bespeaks the destructive potential of what we seek to recreate. Speaking of which, this stage of augmentation will require fundamental alteration to the weaponry's design. Yeah, I know, and it'll look freaking sweet. Godbrain understood that individual wielders have different needs and preferences, and thus conceived of a method to modify each armament's based qualities. Blech. I'm not even gonna be able to attempt to say that, but we will try. Essential to the process is a new type of oil known as Maxillamanderville. By subtly adjusting the precise ratio of ingredients for this coating, we can influence the paths of ethereal conductivity as we see fit. Huh. Ugh. More bloody oil. The oil's chief ingredient is, once again, derived from a meteorite. Specifically in achondrite, with amplifying properties. So many out of this world materials. But 'tis unsurprising now that we know that the alien origin of Godbrain's weaponsmithing techniques. Alien origin, you say? You say? I can't talk today. Alien origin, ye say? Little wonder I weren't familiar with them. As has become customary, I shall prepare the bulk of the necessary resources. Lest you procure our supply of achondrite? Is that how you say it? Achondrite? I don't know. Oh, and a lovely bloody custom that is. Men of your means, I reckon ye would buy a mountain of space rocks as well. And I would gladly do so, except the merchant in question will accept not less than a specific type of tombstone in trade. As much as it pains me to impose upon Kaoru further, she is the best equipped to handle that onerous task. I mean, if it gets me a better weapon. These improvements call for a drastic reforging, and it is your expertise that shall see us succeed, or fail as well, Master Geralt. Fine. I'll shut me gob and do as I'm told. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the distinct impression you've lost interest in this project. I mean, I'm sensing that too. You bloody think? Look, I took this job to pay off me drinking debts. Now that I managed that, I've got no desire to keep working for an underdressed, overprimed, pretentious arse. Whoa. I see. Admittedly, even from the beginning, your distaste for me was rather poorly concealed. I fear such festering antagonism will adversely affect our smithing endeavors. Yet, let us resolve our differences over a flagon of fine spirits, or several, as circumstances dictate. All at my expense, of course. free liquor it is. Then you'd best be bringing your biggest purse. Kaoru, you must join us. If you'd be so kind to secure a table at the and she'll be along in short order. We're gonna be drinking, y'all. Nothing good can come from this. Nothing good can come from this. God, look at that cake! Sorry. I had to say it at least once. Oh, crap. Why did it... What? I was gonna read his dialogue. Sure about this then, are you? I've a mighty thirst, and it'll not be slacked by the cheap stuff. What of you, Kaoru? Will you be following Master Geralt's fine example? No liquor for I think I'm gonna be a responsible person and let's not drink. Very well. Then we shall order you a tasty alternative. Oh, this can only go badly for him. Your beverages, Lord Gobbert. Enjoy. To your health, my friends. Nothing good ever comes from being here with... Oh, that looks so good! What is that? Right. No point beating around the bush. I've hated your guts for a good long while now. Ha! So even my insides offend you. And why might that be? Because for a proper artisan, devotion to your craft ought to be your #1 priority. But you're off founding a consortium of, or building some fool's playground for fleecing the masses. I can't talk with this, like, old-timey sailor talk. You're a bloody merchant. That's what you are. You believe my devotion is insufficient, then? Yet your works require not only the sweat of... Sorry, my alarm went off. Yet your works require not only the sweat of our brow, but capital to cover expenses, no? Thus, does not a steady revenue facilitate the creative process? In that respect, my business ventures have allowed me to indulge in goldsmithing projects I could never have otherwise afforded. Is it not true that you craft kettles as a mean to repay loans, or simply make ends meet? Would not a substantial source of wealth spare you such tedious drudgery and empower you to pursue your heart's desire? But booze. We're going to need more booze over here. I want to know what I'm drinking because that looks really good. What really soured me was when you sat your ass on the syndicate. How can you craft art worthwhile with your head buried in political shite? You may be surprised. My participation in Uldal's governance opened my eyes to a different world, which in truth provided great inspiration for several original pieces. Well, you can keep your bleeding inspiration. I want nothing to do with prissy rule makers of your ilk. I can't talk. Are they gonna have like the entire field? You and your bloody reasonable argument. Rich sods ain't got a clue what it's like for poor buggers like me. And what have you got against wearing clothes any road? What is happening right now? You're more alike than you realize, Master Geralt. Especially when it comes to the simplicity of our attire. I was about to say, you're one to talk, Mr. No Shirt. You guys are still drinking? Drink responsibly, everybody. I saw clear now. You're the master craftsman. And I'm a sonic failure. A failure. Ah, Rowena, Virgie, howdy. Aw, bugger. I'm a sorry excuse for a smitty. And that's all that matters. He seems to be mistaking you for someone else. Perhaps you could offer him a kind word. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Now I'm curious. Let's do this one. You always give it to me straight. I appreciate that. And... right. I'm done weeping into me cups. I'll fix up them weapons. And to hell's with the money. I'll do it on me own damn sense of pride. We should definitely follow him, right? Huh. Okay. Twould seem Master Geralt has overcome his aversion to our partnership. Splendid. Although, I never would have guessed carrot juice would be so intoxicating. I was concerned for our good smith's health, you see, and had Malil switch his spirits to something less potent several rounds ago. The Bahane's liquors are sublime, but too much can wreak havoc on a man's constitution. There was a time when I, too, devoted every waking moment to my craft. But alas, running a mercantile empire comes with its own responsibilities. Monetary woes notwithstanding, I do envy Master Geralt his purity of purpose. And on that note, let us return to our pointed acquisitions. We shall require 3 chunks of the aforementioned achondrite as soon as you are able. Chunks of amplifying achondrite can be obtained by Jabrana at the Aetheryte Plaza at Rezahan. Cool beans. I think I might be able to get some right now so we can upgrade our weapon and then we can be done with it. Trying to find that they're there. I think so. We need 3 of these. The heat of the furnace has me all sobered up. Let's have them special rocks then. All right, there you go. Hi, I reckon that's enough, but there's one thing that has me that's been bothering me. Was Rowena there at the Mahane? I don't rightly remember. Bah, forget it. Let's get his lordship over here before I lose my me will to forge. Ah. Ah. We're almost done. Now for the finishing touch. The Maxilla Manderville oil. Before we can finish the mixture, however, you must tell us how you wish your weaponry to serve you in battle. The ratio of coating's ingredients will secretly influence the armament's various qualities. So think carefully ere you give your answer. Oh, what is this? You can choose 3 attributes to add to your newly augmented Manderville weaponry. One of these attributes will be set to a lower value than the other 2. Once you've adjusted the value to your liking, select Confirm to finalize your decision. Resetting your weaponry's attributes will require an additional chunk of amplifying achondrite, so consider your choices carefully. Adjust the attributes of my Manderville weaponry. Ow! What the frick? Hold on, I gotta see what's best for this. Vanderville. Weapon attributes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I need for this. I just hit the back of my ankle on my chair. You'd think that these would be like... I want to be sure to get this right because I don't want to have to like go back and fix this. So let me look. Majestic Manderville weapons. I'm not seeing. Like, I want to see what the priority is. I'd imagine piety and skill speed, right? Or is there one other? Hold on. Fuck it, we're just gonna go with it. Oh, they look so cool! And 'tis done. You're holding the result of undying devotion to craft and excellence. An array of majestic Manderville wings. Had you not so bravely confessed your grievances that evening, I dare say this degree of collaborative work would have remained unattainable. Well, your memory is a mite fuzzy on the score, but I will take me victories where I can get them. As always, Kaoru, should you wish to enhance enhance other Mandeville weapons in your possession, you need only say the word. My diligent retainer at your service. Ahem. Lord Godbert. Though it shames me to admit, the expertise necessary to manufacture the Maxillimanderville oil is beyond my limited alchemical knowledge. Don't look at me. If I could mix magic potions, I'd have grown my hair back long ago. Oh, I am aware it would prove an insurmountable feat for you as well, which is why I've employed a master alchemist. Bloody odd taste in clothes, but at least he's wearing some. I guess. All right. I'm just gonna run through this dialogue right now. This has been a monumental step forward, my friends. Yet one stage remains ere the Mandeville weaponry evolution can be considered complete. I knew you was leading up to that. Let me guess. We're to sit in breathless, bleeding anticipation while you sort out what comes next. Precisely. Preparing the process is like to be a lengthy endeavor, so I do suggest you continue breathing. The final step is upon us, Kaoru. Pray indulge this ambition of mine one last time. So we have one more step in the evolutionary of the weapon, which is good. Cool beans. Okay, we already know all of this stuff. Yay! They look so cool. One thing though. Oh, they look so cool. All right. Well, let me go ahead and clear this away. And turn this off. All right, so yeah. Again, I'd like to apologize for being absent for the last couple of days. Again, I was going through some things and I needed to just have a few days to myself, which I feel like could be understandable to a lot of people. I am going to be doing the event sometime. I'm not sure when. It has to be before the 15th, which ironically is my birthday. But I have to work during that week anyway, so I'm gonna have to do it before I go back to work. It might be something we do on Monday. But yeah, no, I'm happy I was able to stream again. Again, it was just all mental stuff, and sometimes you kind of just have to take a day or two to yourself to try to get over a few things, or like to work through a few things in your mind. But I think I am gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for being here and for watching. Again, I apologize that we skipped a few streams or we were absent a couple of days as far as streams go, but it couldn't be avoided. On top of that, I'm not 100% sure what... I'm trying to remember which stream I have planned it. But I do have a new, sort of new model that I wanted to show. It's not going to be one that we use like too often, but it's still one that I'd like to have. I'm not sure when I'm going to be showing it off though. But yeah, I love you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching this, whether or not you were here during the entirety of it or just rewatching the VODs. I appreciate it. The next stream we have, I believe, is supposed to be Undertale, but we'll see how that goes depending on whether or not, like, I feel up for it or not. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. If you haven't already followed me on Twitter, go ahead and do that. That's how you will be able to get updates for schedules, and that's just where I post in general for social media. And I do have to chill, so if you are watching the VOD, and you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, because we need to get more subscribers to make this channel, you know, flourish. We've been doing so well. Like, this is probably the most subscribers I have ever had, like, in my, like, oof. I've been on YouTube since, like, 2012, I think. And back then, I was just posting just my regular, you know, personal videos. Back then, like, YouTube wasn't the way it is now, so. But yeah, I hope you guys have, you know, a good one. You know, whether or not it's day, night, evening, you know, afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. I hope you have a good one. And I will see you in the next stream or video. Bye-bye, my lovelies. Bye-bye, bye-bye.